So with Kingdom Hearts 3 being upon us, and of course this game being confirmed to be the closing of the Dark Seeker arc, the end of Xehanort, the end of, all of his plans, all of these things that Xehanort has done for this series, how he's pretty much been the reason why so much stuff has happened with this series and these characters, and made this series into what we love so much, this villain finally about to be erased. It's time for us to talk about who the next villain should be, but without any real definitive leads on who the next villain should be, I decided to make this video a Kingdom short rather than a full-on theory. If you don't know what Kingdom shorts are because you're new to the channel, Kingdom shorts are supposed to be around 5-minute videos to really just put out, a bunch of theories and a bunch of food for thought for Kingdom Hearts fans such as yourself. So today we're going to be talking about who I believe this next villain should be, and you guys could put your reasoning and the character that you believe the next villain should be inside the comment section below, because I read all comments, I reply to all comments. That's definitely seem to be entertaining or definitely thrilling. So let's go ahead and get into it. My choice would have to be Ericus. And before anyone says, wait, hold up. Ericus was the leader of Terra, Aqua, and Ventus. He was their master. How would he be evil? Well, let's go ahead and hop into one statement that doesn't necessarily define Ericus as a potential villain, but definitely does put the kind of idea out there. And it comes from a statement that Xehanort made to Terra. Now, I'm not gonna say the statement verbatim, but I can definitely give you guys pretty much the gist of what he meant. Now, what Xehanort had told Terra was, light and darkness aren't that different. From what you was taught and raised up to believe, I know that the master or your master has actually led you to believe that darkness is far worse and darkness is more so consists of evil and pretty much trying destruction and things like that. But light also has its own side. It also has its own flip side of being destructive and being negative and chaos. Your master, Ericus, is an example of this whole chaos that light can bring, because of the fact that he is himself is corrupted by the light. However, he tries to shun those who have the darkness within them. Now, what he meant by this is, of course, Xehanort's darkness, or if Xehanort is possessed, like I've theorized multiple times before, if Xehanort is possessed, or Xehanort's darkness leads him to actually seek certain things out, such as knowledge, and test certain things, pretty much make theories, speculations, and things like that. And this is why he does the things he does. However, for Ericus and the things that he does them off of one, pure emotion, and pretty much his drive to pretty much snuff out the darkness inside of the world. Now, I know that Ericus died inside of Birth by Sleep, and when Ericus died inside of Birth by Sleep, he made a statement that would definitely support him no longer being optional for a villain. And what he said was, of course, Terra, I let you down, man, and I know I was like a father to you, and I know I raised you, I loved you, and why would I raise my Keyblade to you and Ventus? I'm not pure light, I'm not some good being, I'm not of good at all. I have darkness within me, and pretty much that realization, or Xehanort actually wound up killing him with darkness, and it revealed that he did in fact have darkness inside of him. So definitely this would kind of snuff out the idea, right? Well, not exactly, because of course if you look at the trailer in E3 2015, at E3 2015, or from E3 2015, Ericus makes a statement that definitely does consist of pretty much the same thing, that Xehanort goes about his own goals and his own aspirations and how he sees the world in his worldview. And what he says is that, of course, there's more to light than meets the eye. Well, he says, who's to say I can't change it and maybe light will prevail? There's more than light than meets the eye. You might be surprised. And what I think he meant by this is, of course, with Xehanort being the dark part of course, their master students, and Ericus pretty much being the light part of their students, of his students, then of course Ericus could potentially be in the same position as Xehanort. What if he's just trying to find out how to really make light the overseer of the world, or pretty much make the whole universe full of light? If he snuffs out the darkness, then of course Ericus could tip the balance in a negative flow, meaning of course light and stuff could actually become what destroys the universe, or the KH universe as we know it. So with that being the case, I mean, we do know that light and darkness has to be consistent. You can't have light without darkness. However, if either one of these two is actually erased, then who's to say that that could destroy the whole universe, or that could change up a lot of things about the universe? Maybe, of course, certain things wouldn't exist anymore, and their absence could tear the universe half or apart. And that's why Xehanort is actually coming up with his plans to pretty much balance the universe. Because when the universe was at balance, that's when the universe was at its peak. Xehanort is trying to get the universe back to its peak by pretty much bringing balance with the X-Blade, and then of course achieving Kingdom Hearts through this same thing. So all of his goals intertwine, and it's all about him trying to bring balance. However, Ericus is about trying to snuff out the darkness completely from the universe, and this is why he sends, of course, his students to try and take on the Unverse. So let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that Ericus could potentially be the next villain? I highly think that he could, because of course he was erased from Birth by Sleep. We don't know too much about his character. If Kingdom Hearts 3 doesn't go in depth with his character, but rather shows us just a little cutscene, since Tetsuya Nomura has actually confirmed that that is the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3, we never know what we could get out of Ericus. And Ericus is definitely someone we should keep our eye on. The only other character I believe that we have right now that could potentially be the next villain is, of course, Braig. Because Braig is an elusive character, but I've already did a theory on Braig before I even started my Kingdom shorts, so there's no reason for me to revisit Braig as a potential villain for the next villain. So let me know what you guys think. Once again, this has been your boy Mazia. Don't forget to do a little A-class gaming, and everything you do, don't forget to keep it A-class, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace the heck out.